Well, it's Friday. It's cabin time. Got a fire in the fireplace. The furnace is turned on. Getting the place warmed up. It's not too bad in here. It's about 58 degrees right now. So it's tolerable. But I got the weekend off. Gonna relax and enjoy. Went in. I bummed up a knee almost a month ago. And I went in and got an MRI today. Or yesterday. I got the MRI yesterday. Physical therapist was working me over this morning, and she was able to look up the MRI information. Turns out I've got a bunch of torn ligaments, some cartilage that's damaged, and it sounds like the underside of my kneecap might be cracked or fractured. So looks like I'm going to have surgery. I wish these people would have listened to me when I told them what I thought was wrong in the first place. I'd have been past the surgery by now and on my way to recovery. But they wanted to put it off for an entire month. So I got to deal with it. So I'll probably be out of work for a while. Walking on crutches again. Oh, I hate sitting around doing nothing. Just absolutely hate it. Workman's Comp doesn't want to pay me anything, so I guess after all this is over with, if I'm still alive, I'll go back to work. Wait and see. Well, it ain't home without flag. So I got my fishing pole mounted on the sidewall, complete with a reel, or part of a reel anyway, and the flag. And all you gotta do is unscrew it right here, take it off and take it inside. It's bolted on, it's not going anywhere. But I can fly my colors when I'm in the shack. Well, it's time. We've had these fishing poles hanging here since we bought them. And I was going to put these antlers up to help support the fishing poles. So I'm going to take these out, drill holes. Looks like there's already a hole in that one. And get it ready to mount right up here. Take this hook out. And I'll probably leave this hook in because I don't want the rod to sag. And then I've got another one here for this other pole. And this is my wife's fishing pole. This is mine. These are our first ice fishing poles that we used out here on the lake. So stay tuned. We'll see what happens. The drill bit that I used was this one right here, 13/64. And it drilled nice holes, but I'm using these drywall screws, and I just need them to go in easily. I don't want to split or break the cap here. So these heads will stick out just slightly, not a lot, but they'll catch plenty of wood. So I'm going to go ahead and get these mounted up. And I'll show you the final I will show you the final product. Well, it happened. I put the screws in too tight, and as a result, it split in half. So I have to figure out a way to put this back together because I want a matching set of racks for our ice fishing poles. So I'll get back to you when I get her done. Okay, it was a minor setback. I ended up putting 2 more screws in it. The crack is still there, but by putting it in the way I did, what I did was it pushed this center portion back further into the wall. So these are still holding it. Yes, there's a lot of Asian beetles here. I hate those damn things. But it moved the antlers out further. So this actually sits almost level as it did before with the other hooks. So there they are. Nice set. And these antlers were not mine. They were harvested by the brother of the gentleman that used to let me hunt on his land in Pike County, Illinois. So yeah, the world deer hunting capital. His brother harvested these deer, and I asked if I could have the racks. He said, sure, no problem. So I've had these for probably 6 years, and I finally got to do something with them. Well, squirrel for supper tonight, and green beans. Oh boy, this is going to be good. I cooked the squirrel with onions and Lipton beefy onion soup mix, and that's pretty much the way I cook all my roasts. But I boiled it. I don't fry squirrel, and the reason I don't, that's good. The reason that I don't is because I can't get it tender. I like my meat to be tender, but hey, it's a meal. This is one of the first squirrels that I shot this year, early in the season, and I'm looking forward to enjoying it. Well, 4 hours simmering, and it's still just a little bit tough, but it's extremely edible and it tastes great. Well, the tree rat was pretty good. I ate the whole thing, and I'm still alive, so apparently I did something right. I'm going to start a fire in the fireplace. It's starting to cool off out here at the cabin, and I don't want to burn up all of my propane. So, I'm going to light a fire. See if I can get this place warmed up just a little bit. Now there's a whole bunch of different ways you can do this, and I've got my favorite ways. Unfortunately, my supply of starter is gone. So, I gotta go back to the old way. And that's these little starter squares. I don't need all of them, just a couple. I've got plenty of cardboard here. I try to stock up on it because it makes it a little easier starting a fire. But anyway, we'll get this going. Drop that in there. Let that take off. And I like to wear leather gloves when I'm throwing wood in here because I've got enough splinters in my lifetime that I really don't need to add to that. And I've got enough other issues to deal with without dealing with splinters. I've got to have knee surgery. I'm not looking forward to that. I'm not looking forward to being out of work. But that's part of being old. You have to deal with certain problems, trials and tribulations. So that's what I got to do. Close this down, see if I can get a little bit of a draft going in there. Catch up with you in a minute. Well, the fire's going pretty good. As soon as those logs catch on, I'll go ahead and open those doors. You'll notice this set of doors right here is just slightly open. That provides just enough airflow underneath that door there to create a draft, and it feeds that fire really well. It took me a couple years to figure that out, but it's working in my favor. There are dampers on this fireplace that I've tried to use and I can't figure them out. I didn't have the manual because this was in here when we bought the place. It was used. So yeah, it's a figure it out as you go type of situation. And I'm beginning to figure it out. Okay, that wood is catching on really nicely. So I'm going to go ahead and open these doors up and let some heat into the room. And that's what this screen is for, to keep the sparks contained on that stone hearth. And I can sit back, relax, have a cold beer or a shot of Jameson's. Oh, and relax. I don't know if you can hear the hum or not, but the fan kicked on the fireplace. Fire's going really good. I'll probably add a couple more logs to it to get it heated up. In fact, I think I'll do that right now. I love this part of my life. If you enjoyed this little video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Make sure you click that little bell icon to get notified whenever I put up a new video. Thanks for watching. It's Sunday. I'm out on the shack dock doing some fishing and putting my labels on everything. Got my label on my propane tank over here. I got labels on my kayak. I got labels on both sides of my canoe. Eventually I'll get a label on my chair here. My next door neighbor is a picker, and she had this chair sitting next to her house. Said she was getting rid of it. Do I want it? I looked at it, I thought, you know what, that's perfect for the shack because it folds down or folds up or whatever you want to call it. And it's even got a place down here to put my feet. It's a nice height for me, so I can sit right on the dock and I can fish, or I can turn sideways, fish off the side, and have some decent fishing without having to deal with armrests and that sort of thing like I've got on that other camp stool that I've got. So anyway, I just wanted to give you a little update on what's going on with the shack, and hey, stay tuned.